Hi, it's Lipstick Elle. Thanks so much for watching. Today I am picking all the makeup I'm going to be using this coming month right now. I can't believe it's already September. Where did the time go? I am so astounded. I know that once the weather starts getting even just a little bit cooler, August is always like a furnace. And then, I don't know, something happens like you cross over Labor Day and things just start to gradually cool down where I live. And I am looking forward to that. It's still hot. It still, feels like summer weather, but it's not extreme summer weather. I think our triple temperature days are over, for which I am grateful. And I think we're just kind of slowly going to ease into fall. So I'm going to be looking for makeup that really gives me kind of fall vibes. On top of that, I'm also going to be swapping out different finishes for lip products. I'll probably be looking for more matte lipsticks. I'll probably be looking for, more intense kind of warmer eye makeup, things like that. And I can't wait. Thank you so much for watching today. Let's get started. I have really been kind of missing the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. I'm going to put this in for this month because I also got her new concealer, the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, and I also have her new finishing powder coming. It hasn't arrived just yet, but all of these things are going in my bin for September. Other concealers I have really been liking. Oh, this Huda Beauty, this has been fantastic. I'm gonna put that in. I'm also gonna pull this Beauty Pie Everyday Great Skin Concealer and one other. I haven't used this Dior Backstage Concealer in forever, so maybe I'll pair this with a Backstage powder and we'll see what sort of look we get. I have some more concealers and correctors in here. I definitely want my Beauty Pie Super Luminous Under Eye Genius and the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I love these two things. I'm going to put both of these in for September as well. I think it might be a good idea to put a more long-wearing foundation in there. So I'm going to put shade 405 from L'Oreal, the Infallible Fresh Wear in. And I have been really leaning heavily on the Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow, but I'm going to swap it out this month for the Auric Glow Lust. I have the lightest shade in Morganite. Here is my powder bin. I did want to make sure to put the Powder No Powder from Dior, like their Backstage powder, in for this month. I really have been liking loose powders, so maybe I'll pull this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Magic Powder. I also think I'm going to put this one in because I want to compare it to the new powder that has yet to arrive. This one I've used so much I've hit like an enormous amount of pan. So I'm really hoping that the new formula that's on its way is similar to this, but is a little bit lighter. It's been a while since I've pulled this Advanced Radiance from CoverGirl. I'm going to pull this out this month. I don't really need any more powder, but it's hard not to go just one more, just one more. I think maybe I will go with, I haven't used this one in forever. This is a travel size of the Laura Mercier loose powder. I'm going to put this in. That should give me plenty of powder for this month. This is the container that I keep all of my brow products in. I've been addicted to this. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow Volumizing Pencil. I have the shade 3.5. This has been amazing. I like pairing it with this NYX Control Freak. I feel like it gives me a really nice, easy, fast brow. Another product I really have been enjoying, but I haven't reached for a lot, is this. This is the Super Brow Precision Pencil from Beauty Pie. I have the shade Perfect Brown. Boy, it's not focusing. So I'm going to put this in for this month. I am going to make sure to put this in this month. It's been a couple of months since I've reached for any of my M products. This is the Micro Fluff Sculpting Brow Cream. I love this. And I think I'll put the brow pencil in as well from M. So that gives me several options when it comes to eyebrows this month. Mascaras and eyeliners and light cream shadows ended up in here. I always love having a tubing mascara. I'm going to put the Pick Me Up mascara from M Cosmetics in for this month just because I haven't used it in a while and I don't want to have it go bad on me before I can finish using it. So I'll plop this in. Another mascara I'm going to put in is this one from Lancome. This is Le Huit Hypnose. This is not like my favorite mascara ever. I was kind of a little bit disappointed. I think mainly the way that it felt really dry really quick and the fact that it's $32. But if I'm also gonna pull out an Old Faithful here, my Mr. Big from Lancome. So 2 Lancome mascaras, 1 from M, and we should be fine. I always love having this AMC gel liner from Inglot. This is shade 90. It's a really deep espresso brown. I think I'm also gonna put in this one here from Makeup by Mario. This is the Pro Pencil in Perfect Brown. But the camera's like, we won't focus. But this has been one I have been enjoying reaching for. I've really been liking this Infinite Chromes pencil from Danessa Myricks. I have the shade Amethyst. It's a really pretty kind of purpley shade. I'm also gonna put in this Pat McGrath Permagel Glide pencil. This one is in the shade Black Coffee. And I'm gonna throw in the Fenty Fly Liner. This is way too much eyeliner, but I need me at least 1 liquid liner. I have really been loving the ease of a 1 shadow look on busy work days. This shade here, this Liquid Lurex from Lisa Eldridge in the shade Bianca is a fave. I think I put this in last month, but I didn't actually reach for it. But I'm definitely putting it in for this month. I'm also gonna put in this Sydney Grace Cream Shadow. It's the shade Campfire. It's a really pretty kind of bronzy metallic shade, as is this one here. This one's called Down the Coast. This little plastic window right here will show you what the shade is like. These are most of my cream and liquid highlights. I don't have that many, for which I am grateful, but I do want to put one of these ColourPop ones in. This one stole the show. I'm gonna put this one in. I love these. I've had them forever, and they just never lose their bouncy, juicy texture. So I'm gonna put Stole the Show in. And maybe I'll also put in, I'm trying to finish this up. This is the Beauty Highlight Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. This is a beautiful product. I have the lightest shade in Spotlight. But as you can see, it's not as full as it used to be. So I'll put both of these in for this month. These are most of my cream blushes. I think I might have one more in another spot, but it was just too big to fit in here. I definitely like wearing cream blush on non-work days when I'm not gonna be in a mask. So I'm gonna pick a few to put in. I feel like this shade here from Beauty Pie, this is French Raspberry, is a beautiful shade and a great shade for more of kind of like that in from the cold vibe for fall. These 2 containers here are from ColourPop, but they don't actually have ColourPop products in them. Neither do these guys here. They all have the Lisa Eldridge Enlivening Blush. I have another one in here. I've been using little tiny containers like this because Lisa's packaging sadly failed. She had them in squeeze tubes, but it didn't work. A product was coming out the crimped end, product was coming up around the nozzle, but not through the nozzle. So she is re-releasing her cream blushes in 2023, but I love this formula. I think this is my favorite shade in Dante's Dream, which is a great kind of warm neutral for fall. I have a cool cream blush. This will be my warm cream blush. Here we go. This is Dante's Dream. I'm gonna put this in. I thought it was in this jar here and it's not. I'm gonna put this one in for this month. I also think that maybe having these 2 here from Natasha Denona, these are the puff paints. And this one here is in Buff, and this one is in, is it Bloom? I think these ones are really beautiful colors, but I like them especially when they're mixed together. So if I want a brighter, more vibrant blush, more of this. If I want something a little bit more neutral, I'll put in more of this shade. I'm gonna put both of these in for this month, and that should be plenty cream blush. So with the cream bronzers and contours, I really don't have that much. I'm gonna put in the Charlotte Tilbury. I think I'm working towards a full face of Charlotte Tilbury products when I get her new powder in. So I'm gonna put in the contour wand. I'm also going to put in, this is one of my favorites. You know what? I reach for it all the time. Let's do this. This is the Wonder Stick from NYX. I have the lightest shade that has contour on one side, highlight on the other. This will be a nice addition for this month because I can't always keep pulling for my faves. The bottom 2 drawers here are just eyeshadow singles. I think I'm good. So I have all of my foundations, powders, brow products, and then way over here on this side, I have all the rest of my eye products. So I'm gonna start going towards what I have below. This is where I store all of my pre-made eyeshadow palettes. All of my lip products are in the bin next to it. Down here below, I have magnetic palettes, some that are full, some that are empty. And the bin next to that underneath the lipsticks is just empty. I'm gonna pull like the bins where I have my eyeshadow palettes, my larger size pre-made palettes out, and probably an empty magnetic palette and some Sydney Grace singles. And let's create and pull some eye looks that are gonna be fun to wear for September. Do you see all of this? I have a lot of eyeshadow. I know it's a problem and I'm trying to rein myself in. And these are just my larger size palettes because I have a drawer in front of me in this desk where there are small palettes, like 6 pans or less. and there's quite a few in there as well. But I definitely wanted to pull some things that would give me some pretty fall vibes. The first thing I thought of, was this. This is the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. Doesn't this just scream like pumpkin spice latte and bronzes and olivey greens and golds? Yes. There's nothing that is exclusively fall about this, but it always reminds me of fall, so I'm excited to pull this out for September. Here is another one that I love for fall, the ABH and Jackie Aina palette. I mean, look at that. If that is not just like beautifulness waiting to be worn, oh, love. I'm excited to have this one out, but I need something that's a little bit more neutral and subdued because some of these shades are gonna push my boundaries just a little bit. You know what I'm gonna absolutely love? This one, the Side by Side Nude palette from Nabla. Oh yes. So this is going to be like a great grab it and go sort of palette for when I want nude shades, if I need a little bit of depth, if I need a little bit of sparkle. There are some really amazing shades in here. And this is gonna help me on those days when I might have too many bright colors coming from both of these palettes here. I can have this to kind of tone it down. I'm trying to think, you know, I have a lot of different things. Oh, I love this one. This is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 2. Ooh, this is a fun one from Too Faced. Oh, I have some other Too Faced back here. The chocolate, I think it's the chocolate gold and the sweet peach. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it good with the larger size palettes now. And I'm gonna give myself permission to build some things out of singles. Because I instantly am drawn to all of my Sydney Gray stuff here, including this guy. I want that so bad, but I think I need to get into some of the singles and put these away for the moment. After moving that big bin out of the way, you can see that my breakfast is staring at me here. My iced coffee that isn't iced anymore, and my plum verbena pastry. My Danish back there is just like, eat me, eat me. But let me finish. I did want to use some Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows. And I was kind of wondering if I wanted to use one of these palettes here. This one, I like the eyeshadow colors in here really well. Sometimes I'll pull these guys into shadows as well. But maybe what I want is this one. Yes, this feels a little bit more fall to me with kind of more this kind of cranberry or deep berry tones. I think I'll put this one in. This is the Gorgeous Glowing Beauty. I do like these instant looks in a palette. I'm gonna put this in for this month. I'm also gonna put in this. I mean, I've used it on the face and the eyes, and I have it in here because all the rest of my Hourglass powders are here. But I think this one is fantastic. This is the Sculpture Edit Unlocked, and I like the bronzer in here and the blush. This is a beautiful blush for fall, and the highlight in here is fantastic. This is a little bit dark for my skin tone, I think you can tell, but actually if I use it really lightly, as long as I don't put it under the eyes because it's too dark there, it actually looks really good. So I'm gonna put this in for this month as well. Here are all of my Sydney Gray singles. These 5 shades here are the August bundle. I ordered them on the 1st of August, but I had some other things accidentally make it into my box instead of these. So they reshipped them. By the time they arrived, it was mid to late August, and I have wanted to keep them separate so that I can really take the time to get to know them. I like that we're getting 3 mattes in here, but I also have really been liking these 2 metallic shades. This mint shade here is really, really pretty. So I'm gonna keep these 5 together, and I'm gonna put this in for September because I really feel like the green and the plums really do feel very fall to me, but I'm gonna build something else. If you're looking at this, this might look a little bit weird, but for me, I was hoping to build things that would be easy for me to use. And I start over here with kind of cooler, maybe more plummy tones, and I really wanted to use this shade here. This is a multi-chrome. Can you see the green, the gold in there? It looks a little beetle wingy. This is Twisted Shifter, and it does have this really beautiful kind of deep purpley tone to it, but it also has that fun multi-chrome look to it. And I wanted to pair it with cooler tone shades. Of course, since it does have the green in there, it would look really good with these kind of greens in through here. So I have some options there. I wanted a whole column that was just nothing but straight up warmth, you know, some warmer deep tones, some mid-tone metallics to make it really easy. I did want something really basic, you know, my skin tone, something that's a little shiny, and a bunch of neutral mattes that I could use anywhere in here because they're not really too warm or too cool. And this column right here, I wanted this green to go with these guys here, so I picked more than 5. And then I thought that these shades here would very easily complement, you know, the rest of what I had in here. And it's just a variety of beautiful pressed pigments. So warm and cool, and I thought it would be a fun little palette. If you're curious as to what these are, I'm gonna list them by columns this way, you know, like column 1, column 2, column 3. That way in the description box down below. So if you're looking for it, you know, it'll be like column 4, shade number 4, it would be this one right here. So I will make sure to list all of these in the description box down below, but I'm not going to take the time to tell you now. But I did really want murky greens, warm tones, some plum tones, and then just some regular neutrals to play with. And I love Sydney Grace, so I'm glad to have like my own little palette of fun. This drawer here in my desk is where I keep most of my powder products or some larger bronzers and what have you. And way over to this side is where I have some smaller eyeshadow palettes. I think the one thing that I instantly thought of was the Wayne Goss in, not Pearl, Tourmaline. Where is Tourmaline? It's the last one I pull out, of course. Yep. I want this one for fall. This one just screams fall to me. I'm gonna put this one in. This will be great for both work and non-work days. Another palette that just really reminds me of fall is a Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Bella Sophia. I'm gonna put this in for this month as well. And I think my heart has been waiting to use this again. This is the Cashmere Palette from Viseart. I love that we have some warmth over and through here. We have some cool tones. This kind of gives me everything I need for a work day, for an elevated, easy, fast look. I love this palette so much, and I really do love the packaging. Obviously, you can tell mine has been well loved. Look at all that product on the inside, just kind of dusted everywhere. But I think this will be the last eyeshadow palette that I pull for this month. Let's talk blush, highlight, bronzer. I have been missing my M Cosmetics blushes. I think for fall, the best place to go is going to be these two. These are from the Masterpiece collection, and this one here is in Rococo. It's a slightly rosier kind of nude blush, and then the one in Baroque is absolutely stunning. It's very, very light nude. For a lot of people, it kind of reads a little bit more highlighty, but I love this one. So these guys are going in. Oh my goodness, the packaging is so old, but the product is so good. This is Ofra's Rodeo Drive. I haven't used this in forever, but she's so pretty. She's so pretty and glorious and shimmery. I'm gonna put this in for this month. I have been missing this. This is the Radiance Boosting Face Palette from Wayne Goss. Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite bronzer palettes, because I have a really warm bronzer here that works as blush and bronzer on me, and a little bit of contour that doesn't make my face look gray or dirty. I love the products in here. Mine is well loved. If you could see it from an angle, there is a divot in both of these where my brush just like goes straight in. So I'm gonna put this in for this month. Here's an oldie but a goodie, the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I have the light shade of this. Like, I've used it so much you can't even see the imprints in certain places. This was my first introduction to the sort of glow you could get from Charlotte Tilbury, where it was glowy and it wasn't too much and it didn't look too glittery, and it looks beautiful on my skin. I love this. This is now kind of one of my more understated highlights, but highlight and bronzer from here are going to be great. I always love this packaging. This is so retro and so gorgeous. Another Charlotte Tilbury I'm going to put in for this month. This is the Cheek to Chic, and this is Sex on Fire. This is the most beautiful blush shade. It's just absolutely stunning. If you kind of hit more in the middle, it tends to be more of this kind of rosy color, but if your brush is going around the outside, it's a very soft kind of nude pink. I love this, and I've used mine so much. Can you see the crack in here? Love this product. As I'm thinking about it, I have two kind of rosy nude blushes. I have a cooler blush. I need one more kind of cool toned blush. What would be good? I used this one last month. Is it okay to keep using it? I think so. This is Flirtatious from Pat McGrath. This is stunning. I love so much. I just think these blushes are really, really, really good. This one gets a lot of use, even though I just picked it up this year. I do like the other one in Nude Venus. I've used this one a lot too. You know what? Maybe we'll put both of them in there. That should be plenty. Powder products. I have a couple of highlights. I have several blushes, 5 blushes. Too many. Maybe one more bronzer. One more bronzer. I'm going to put in this one from Fenty. This is the Sunstalker bronzer, and this one is Into Sun. It's the lightest one that they make from the line. That should cover me for powder, highlights, blushes, and bronzers. Here is all of my lip collection. I have a ton of Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. I have a lot of high-end. There's a lot of drugstore in here. I want to pull some stuff that really makes me feel fall. That's really what I want. I've got an empty lipstick container here I'm going to put everything into. I think the first thing I know that I want for sure is this Merit lipstick. This is the shade L'Avenue. It's kind of like a berry brown shade. This is absolutely stunning. I have been wearing this a lot since I got it last month. This is the first one I'm definitely putting in. I am still really loving kind of glossy lipsticks. This is a Lisa Eldridge and Kitten Mischief. I'm gonna put this one in. I'm also gonna put this one in here. This one's Meet Me in Berlin. I feel like these kind of glossy, really comfortable lip products are what I want as the temperatures start to change and fluctuate. So this one's going in as well. So I'm also putting these two in. This is Velvet Affair and this is Velvet Cinnabar. These are 2 more of Lisa's lipsticks, and I think that's gonna be it. 4 Lisa Eldridge lipsticks should be enough. I really like these Maybelline Superstay ink lipsticks. This is a shade called Enjoy the View. This is a pretty kind of easy to wear nude, but when it sets, it stays. I love this. I never really find it to be too drying if I start out with well-hydrated lips. So that one's going in. And I think I might also put the other Superstay crayon. This one here is called Own Your Empire. And this one is like a bright, unapologetic red. These are great. Love these from the drugstore. I've had this for a while and I keep forgetting to use it. So if I put it out this month, I'm hoping it's gonna help. This is just that lip primer from MAC, their Prep and Prime. I'm gonna put this in next to these guys to see if they will help with longevity as well as not getting my lips to be too dry. I love these matte lipsticks from Milani. These are the Fetish matte lipsticks. This one is in Petal. It's a really pretty kind of mauve-y pink shade. I'm gonna put this one in. And my perpetual favorite from Revlon, this is Nude Illuminator. This is from their Glass Shine line. Oh, this reminds me so much. Look at how shiny and glorious that is. This really reminds me of like the YSL Rouge Volupté Shine. So if you don't want to pay the $38 for one of those, these guys from Revlon are so good and really remind me of those high-end glossy lipsticks. I've been trying to find the right red lip liner to go with this. I like that it does have a pencil sharpener in the end so it can kind of line itself. But I think I'm going to throw this L'Oreal Color Riche matte in. This one is in the shade Infatuated with You. This is a really pretty cooler red and it matches this lipstick the best. The other ones that I have are a little too warm toned. So this one's going in. I was trying to find a good lip liner to go with its other Maybelline shade and I'm putting in this Wayne Goss one. This is the shade Mauve. It's kind of the closest out of all of mine. It really matches this pretty well while being just a hair darker. So I'll put this in as well. This is one of those lipsticks that I'm excited to wear this fall. This is the Transfer Proof Matte Lipstick from Dior. This one, oh, so pretty. This is shade 999 Forever Dior. I'm making a mess of it, but look at that. Oh, love. I'm putting this one in. I have not been using this one that much. This is from Gucci. This is one of their, I forget what it's called. It's a more shiny lipstick, but this is a pretty kind of pumpkin-y brick shade. This is shade 515. I will make sure to list the name of it down below in the description box. But this is one of their Color Glow Shine. I forget what it's called, but you know, Gucci makes some nice lipsticks. This is the only one I have. I feel like it's definitely a good fall color. Love this nude from Charlotte Tilbury. This is JK Magic. Oh my goodness, this one's so pretty. It's a little bit cool without being too cool. Love this. And it's, I think, the Kissing formula. So this is the one that I reach for a lot. It also comes in that fun refillable packaging. I've not been able to put this down on work days. This is the Honest Beauty Tinted Lip Balm. This is the shade blood orange. It's really hardly anything, which is exactly what I want for work. So I'm gonna put this in. I'm also gonna put in, this is just a clear lip balm. It's the So Pouty Lip Gloss Balm from Wet n Wild. This is the coconut, the So Coconutty, or Coconut's About You, forget what it's called. But these are two that are great underneath my mask at work at the dentist's office. So putting both of these in. I'm going to put in this one from Rare Beauty. This is one of the Kind Words lipsticks. I think this one is in the shade Worthy. I feel like it's a good color for fall. It's not like my perfect color, but I feel like this would be really comfortable to wear, and that's really what I'm going for right now. I like that it is matte, but it's super uber comfortable. Even though I told you I didn't think this was worth it, I am going to continue to reach for it. This is the Hourglass Phantom Volumizing Glossy Lip Balm. I forget what it's called, but this is the shade Slip. I feel like I'm going through this pretty quickly because it is just super glossy and it melts really easily, but it's super comfortable to wear. I don't know that it's worth the $35 because you're not getting a lot of it, but that is going in for this month. Another Hourglass product I'm excited to reach for now that it's fall is a beautiful shade. This one is called My Icon Is. This is one of my favorite long-term shades. Look at that pigment from Hourglass. So I'm going to put this one in for this month. I love bright, bold shades once temperatures start to dip. I mean, all year long, but can't wait for this. I'm also going to put this shade in here. This is Bond Girl from Charlotte Tilbury. I think this is a really nice kind of deeper rose toned but matte lipstick. I'm excited to be pulling for this. Another one that I'm still getting to know is this one from M. This is their Everglass Lip Dew. I feel like the formula is comfortable. It's not like my most perfect shade. It tends to be a little peachy, but I'm going to keep it out there for days when I'm wearing very little makeup and be able to give you a good review about this. I did manage to put just a few extra lip liners. I think we talked about 2 of them, and I put a few more than a few more in. But I like to make sure I have options when it comes to lip products, because lip products are the things that I probably reach for every single day. Even on the days I'm not wearing any other makeup, I will always have a lip product on, whether it's a lip balm, a lip liner under a mask at work, or just a plain lipstick. If I'm not wearing, sometimes I wear bright red lipstick and nothing else. So I like having options like this. And I do feel like I put so much makeup in my acrylic bins that I didn't have room for these guys, but that's okay because let me show you. It's pretty full. I'm okay. Last month I had all my lip products in one of these drawers and I just realized that I just kept pulling more and more and I was like, that's okay. Play with all the things that bring you fall joy. I would love to know, what sort of things do you reach for when the seasons change? Like now that we're heading into fall, are you like a sweater person? Do you love to get a new pair of boots? Are you all for the pumpkin flavored goodies? Let me know what your favorite fall thing is, and let me know if you have a favorite makeup item that you reach for every fall because it's the shade or the texture or it brings on those feelings of cozy and fall. Let me know what it is in the description bar down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible day, and I'll see you again soon.